Okay, so for this foldable, we're going to do tables. Now, if you're doing this one with me, then we have this foldable copied wrong. So we're going to write the answer is on this side. So let's read the problem. It says you are making lemonade for a party. It calls for 2 tablespoons of lemonade mix for 9 cups of water. Create a table to find how much water you would need to 8 tablespoons of lemonade mix. So on our table that's right here, we're going to label this what we know. So we know we have lemonade mix and what else? Water. Good. So lemonade mix and water. So go ahead and label your table. So our ratio tells us that for every 2 tablespoons of lemonade mix, how much cups of water do we need? Anybody? 9, right? So go ahead and label this 2 to 9. And just like on our double number lines, whatever this is what we're going to count by. So if this is a 2, we're going to count by 2. So 2, the next one's going to be 4, 6, 8, and 10. Good. So on this side, we're going to count by 9. So 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2, 9 times 3, 9 times 4, and 9 times 5. So now let's solve our problem. It says, create a table to find how much water you would need to 8 tablespoons of lemonade mix. If we have 8 tablespoons of lemonade mix, how much water do we need? 36. So we need 36 cups of water. All right, let's look at example 2. It says for every 3 boys in band, there are 5 girls. Complete the missing numbers in the table. So this is already filled in a little bit for us. We have boys to girls. I know for every 3 boys, how many girls do we have? 5. So we're going to put a 5 right here. So if we're counting by 5s with my girls, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And the boys, we're counting by what? 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So that's all we had to do on this one. It just wanted us to complete the table. So sometimes you'll have a problem like this and it'll just have some empty spaces and all you have to do is fill in the blank. So that's all you have to do on that. Okay, let's look at example 3. It says every 7 days Jack runs a total of 4 miles. So in 7 days Jack runs 4 miles. Create a table to find out how many days it would take Jack to run 12 miles. So what is our words that we're looking at? We're looking at days and miles. Very good. So we're going to label this table days on one side and miles on the other. So we're going to take what we know. We know that every 7 days he runs how many miles? 4. Good. So now let's go ahead and fill out the rest of our table. If this is a 7, we're going to count by 7. So 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 21. 28. And 35. If this is a 4 on this side, we're going to count by 4s. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 3, 4 times 4, and 4 times 5. Good job. Now it's asking us, how many days would it take Jack to run 12 miles? So 12 miles, how many days? 21 days. And I'm going to label this example 3 since it got copied wrong. All right, one more example. Let's look at this. It says, what ratio is shown by the table below? Explain in words what this ratio means. So it tells us that I have 30 students, 1 teacher. When I have 60 students, I have 2 teachers. When there are 90 students, I have 3 teachers. And when there are 120 students, I have 4 teachers. So this is kind of like what you have in 6th grade here at Wilson. We have how many teachers in our grade? 3. And we don't quite have 90, but we have a little bit less than 90. So this is close to the ratio that we're looking at for your 6th grade class. So if I was going to write this in words, How would I write this in word form to explain this ratio? For every how many students? For every 30 students, there is how many teachers? 1. Very good. For every 30 students, there is 1 teacher. So 1 teacher for 30 students. So once we add 30 more, we get to add 1 more teacher. So 2 teachers for 60 students. So this is how you would write this in word form. For every 30 students, there is 1 teacher.